G'day folks, TechmanPad. We've got some breaking news, I guess. Somebody broke an embargo. It's all over the internet. There is a couple of articles I want to share with you. But finally, we get a full look at Foxtel's Hubbl, which is supposed to be an entertainment center in one little puck. And look, we've talked about Foxtel on the Dirt Report. We've talked about Foxtel on, I suppose, a lot of videos, actually. They always somehow come up because Foxtel is just in Australia and they try and do crazy things that just never work out. They're like that coyote on that show where there's the Acme tools that they keep building, and the Acme tools are not really doing the job of catching that little bird, whatever it's called. In any case, let's share my screen. I'm going to jump into this first article that actually has been taken down, but big thanks to Ahmed who sent me this link with the web cache Google. So that means you can look at an article that was cached by Google, but now is gone. This is from Channel News. I suppose they must have broken some sort of embargo, but Hubbl, a streaming puck, is being released in Australia today, and I'm assuming that is for tomorrow, and it's going to cost you 99 Australian dollars. And this is what it looks like, and I think there's a picture, we'll get to the TV in a second, there is a picture of a remote somewhere, and I've got some more images to share with you. But what exactly is it? Well, it's really just an Apple TV or an Amazon Fire Stick that costs $99 and is from Foxtel. There's really no particular benefit to this product compared to, I suppose, other TV streaming devices. However, there is one little benefit, and it's all about the money. And the reason being is that if you bundle your Hubbl account with other streaming devices like, let's say, Netflix or Prime, you do get some benefits, monetary benefits of a couple of dollars here and there, and we'll go through that in a second. There is one more thing that Foxtel has announced. A TV, that's right. It's called Hubbl Glass. It comes with 55-inch TV and a 65-inch TV. It is a TV. It's like maybe they've got a Samsung panel in there, maybe an LG, but I do have some specs and we'll get to that in a second. But they're releasing a TV, but it also is the same product that already exists in the UK. So it's not new to us. It's not really like a brand new product from Foxtel. They've just taken something, repackaged it, called it Glass. It's already been around the market for about 2 years. Now, it does come bundled with that little puck built in, and it's a smart TV, which is pretty great. The remote has buttons for KO Sport, Binge Netflix, and a little watch list plus. It is 4K, it is Wi-Fi 6, which is great. It looks really cool. It's got a sound bar at the bottom, so it's fashionable. You don't have to get speakers connected, which would be pretty interesting. And the prices start at $1,595 for the 55-inch, and 65-inch is just shy of $2,000. Not bad pricing, but you can get same size TVs with similar specs for probably $1,000 or maybe even less. I've seen $800 55-inch TVs. I've bought $800 55-inch TVs, and yeah, they weren't great, but they kind of do the same thing. And the reason I say that is because you can get a Fire Stick for $49 from Amazon and pretty much achieve the same thing. But we'll get back to that. Now, Trevor from EFTM has also got this article up. I'd like to share this one, so big shout out to those guys over there. They're doing a great job about tech. These guys have done a little bit more of a write-up about what exactly is Hubbl, so I'll share that below. What I want to get to is this part here. Why should I buy Hubbl? And really the big point out here is, well, it's not really any particular reason that I can see that a person would choose Hubbl over something else. It's really just a streaming device that kind of puts everything together. So you've got your Netflix, you've got your Prime, and you've got your other streaming, and you can search in a single search bar across all those services. But you can do that with an Apple TV, you can do that with a Fire Stick, and actually you can do that yourself with a Plex server, which you can put on a computer that's sitting in another room and do exactly the same thing. But there is that cost, right? So apparently if you add 3 or more services, you qualify for a $5 credit on your account. 4 services get you to 10, 5 services gets you 15. And this combined with integrated billing might actually be something that some people might be interested in, especially if you just want to see one bill at the end of the day. But again, it's the same amount with slight credits on your account. Could this be the game changer that the Foxtel group is looking for? After all, they still have Binge, Flash, KO, and some other lifestyle apps, which means that there might be some combination of, if you've got Hubbl and you've got services on their device, then you'll get some bonuses. However, and I'm going to go back to my main camera, I have one idea as to why Foxtel would do this, and that is spying on what you're watching. I guarantee you, when you set up Hubbl and you log in, you set up an account, you're going to provide all your details, your age, name, email, maybe address. I'm not sure about that one. But they will, in the terms and conditions, have notes or comments that allow them to check what you're watching, how long, how often, who you are, what your age group is, what kind of ads they're going to show you. And you're selling your soul to Foxtel Group based on the fact that you get Hubbl and it combines everything together and you get a few credits back in there. If you get a few credits, who is paying for that? It's advertisers who are buying your data. They're buying your private information, or at least your viewing information, to then sell you ads. That is my rant. It's over. Here's some photos of the TV screens, the glass. It looks pretty cool, but kind of looks like a Mac, like an iMac. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's nice. It's okay, but it looks like an iMac. This is the actual UI, or at least the front page. You got Hubbl logo, the time. It looks like any other Android TV, and that is, I suppose, the problem here. It is just another Android TV. Let me know below if you'd like me to buy Hubbl, sign up, and see what it's like and fully review it. But I just don't see it. I just don't see the value here. There is TVs here, but it's all via the apps. It's not via a TV cable. So no, you can't record any live TV. That's a no-go. So it's not traditional TV. Spec-wise, we've got 4K resolution for the 55-inch and for the 65-inch. It supports local dimming, which means that it's not OLED, it is still LED, and it allows for some of the areas to turn off, but it's not going to be that perfect black that you have. 60 Hz motion, no smoothing, so it's not going to be a high refresh rate for gaming. It's got HDR10, which is interesting. No optical support for digital audio. We've got eARC, which is pretty standard across, I suppose, all systems. There's a central subwoofer, 2 upward firing, 3 outward firing speakers. I'd love to see the performance of that. Maybe I should review it. Just to clarify, the TVs do have a tuner, so you can watch normal TV. Voice controls, which is apparently you can say things like, "Hey Hubbl, where is my remote?" And they'll say, "It's in your hand." But otherwise, it's like, how does it know where it is? Now, on connectivity, it's got Wi-Fi 6, which is probably the best way you want to connect because the LAN port is only 100 megabits per second. It has a PCI input via the HDMI. It is wall mountable, as you can see in the photos. Other than that, I think it's pretty standard TV. There's nothing really special about it. It does have a USB-C port with 15-watt output, so you can potentially connect a Google Chromecast. Now, let's keep going. There's the remote. It'll have some buttons here, KO and Netflix and stuff. Whoever pays the most to subsidize this, so it'd be a $99 device. Now, you can get $99 TV streaming devices like this from online. They're usually Chinese brands, and they're not generally safe. But is this actually safer if it's hosted by Foxtel? And this is a registration if you do want to sign up. I'll put the link below. Please let me know if this is of interest. I'd love to know your feedback. So friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was a little bit interesting. Let me know what you think below, and I'll catch you all in another video. Bye.